our live stream. We have a special partner today and a guest, which is the Vidu team. And if you are using GMI Cloud, then you've seen Vidu video models on the platform. So I wanted to give a chance for the team to introduce themselves, and we're going to have about a learning session on what makes Vidu models different, and then we'll have some Q&A in between. So as they're chatting, I'll be monitoring the Discord. So if you have questions, and pop them in the chat and I'll ask them throughout this stream. So I'm gonna hand it over to and if this is your first time seeing me, I'm Yuki. I do developer community at GMI Cloud. GMI Cloud is an AI native inference cloud, an AI native cloud, which is all about hosting different models for anyone building agents, anyone who is building multimodal applications. All right, handing it over to you.
Hello, everyone. It's Sean Liu, video director from Vidu AI. We are the video model provider. We have like top 5 fast video models in the world now. This is my team. We have Grayson and also Starlin here. Do you want to do a quick intro for yourself, Grayson and Starlin?
I guess I'll do it. Hi guys, I'm the global partnerships lead for Video. I'm working together with both Sean and Starling to actually bring these models to you guys, and I think it's we got to look at this as more than just models, and we're looking more and more like a services company as well, solutions too. So hoping that after this session, you guys can learn a lot more, and we can do a lot more interactions as well.
And Starlin?
Well, is she having a mic problem?
No problem. All right, Starlin is our solution architect right here. And let me share my screen real quick. Yeah, Starlin says she needs to rejoin. All right, can everyone see my screen here? Grayson, can you see my screen here?
Yep, I can.
All right, just a quick intro of Vidu, who we are, what we're doing. A little intro for our leaderships. Zhujun, our founder, CEO Yihan, CTO Fanbo, and our VP of Engineering, Xing Chen, and VP of Enterprise Services, Wang Chuan. So our leadership, founder, CEO, C-level team, they're all Tsinghua University background. Actually, there's a fun fact. So here's a story. Maybe Grayson can talk a little bit about that for us real quick.
Sorry, guys, a little slow on myself. So basically, we've been building, our video models for quite some time, ever since, when Sora came out years ago. Just before that, we were actually founded, and from there, we actually launched China's first, Sora era's video model. And from there, we actually came out with a first concept towards the reference to video approach to video generation. From there, we started to do a lot of rapid iterations towards our back then our older models, and in 2025 we launched about 3 models, V2 2.0, and then we did a complete overhaul of the model itself, and then we went into Q1 and subsequently Q2. And then this year in February 2026, we actually launched V2 Q3. It became a lot more intense, of course. Everybody must know. And for Vidu, we knew that the market had to be needed a lot more robust models to help them generate content. And this is where Vidu Q3 is going. And in 2026, we have a lot of ideas as well. But today we'll just focus on where video is going, and specifically, we are going into world modeling, and this is something that basically it allows you to create a realistic motion and world interaction within the content that you create with video itself. Sean, next slide, please.
So yeah, it's a fun fact. We're actually released like the UVid architecture like earlier than Sora, and now we move to the world action model now.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you look at where video is competitively, we are very similar to many of the video generation models out there, right? But we pride ourselves very much into a few very strong focus, very important focuses. Number one, the APIs is bread and butter. Everyone's just doing that, but we do provide agent services and even fine tuning for the models for specific to B level clients. We believe that everyone's got a very unique use case, right? It's not a one glove fits all. And the Vido and the team, we do not believe that it's going to be one glove fits all as a approach anymore. This is simply due to the fact that everyone's use case is getting more and more sophisticated. The utilities of just creating a video for your e-commerce, for example, platform and all, is not just gonna be, hey, I'm just gonna create something that fits generically. More and more we see our customers, both in China and outside of China, talking to us more about like creating models, or even customizing the models that we provide to help them and aid them in creating a more specific content to their audience itself. It's not so much as to, oh, let's create a simple video generator, and then we've got action sequence galore and everyone's fighting in the action sequence itself. But it's more about creating like the expressions of the actions of the so-called AI characters. And more we see that this is actually something that the public, the crowd is shifting more and more towards. But in China, we've got a lot of customers actually asking us to, even if they are in the same e-commerce platform, again, as an example, even if they're in this e-commerce platform, they do need very specific adjustments to the model so that they can actually get it to work more finely with their customer base itself. So this is something that we think will be a very important landmark in terms of how we roll out even more different models for our various types of customers out there as we go ahead. One-click agents is something that Vido came up with as an approach to facilitate one-click agent APIs, so that you guys don't have to figure out an agent to actually create a workflow. Do speak to us about, or Sean, in fact, to actually figure out what you would like to find out, or what you would like to develop in terms of creating an agent workflow. With our experience at Vido, we are more than happy to be able to help you generate or create an agent that fits your media journey. Of course, on-prem deployment is something that we are trudging along, and this is something I believe is very unique as compared to many of our so-called competition, if you will. So many of our customers are actually finding that it's security, data protection is becoming more of a big topic as well, with a lot more users getting onto the AI bandwagon. And with that, we think being able to provide a model specifically for maybe an enterprise is something that we can do, and we have done in China before. Specifically, we can land a model into, for example, somewhere in the United States, working with any of your end clients to then have them deploy properly, so that they can have the trust and safe mindset that the content can be easily generated within a space that they can feel safe in. This is where we can effectively provide such services as well. Right.
Sure.
We'll move forward. And I don't want to spend too much time talking about this. Let's continue.
Not a problem at all. Yeah, I want to emphasize a little bit on the model fine tuning, also customize templates. We can do like kissing, dancing, anything you want based on your needs, right? Also model fine tuning as well. All right, speaking of the our model capabilities right here, go ahead, Grayson.
All right, man. So I mentioned about fine tuning. Now, this is something we believe is very essential, and of course, this leads to a little bit of collaboration with our clients, and we want to bring out the best, right? It's not just one size fits all. We believe our clients are special. We believe the interactions that we have is special. The needs that everyone has is also unique. So this is why we're coming from an angle that we are able to provide from an application and value layer a fine tuning approach. Not to mention, of course, as I mentioned earlier, agents, and then of course specific task specific capabilities like skilling. And recently we came out actually with our own claw bot. We call it Vidu Claw, our little virtual assistant, if you will, putting on having it hedged onto your laptop, your PC, to actually do your interactions with Vidu's platform itself. On the strategic or strategy enhancement layer, we can help do some prompt engineering or enhancement. We can provide those services to actually help you, in fact, on top of that, do scene templates so that you can approach your projects from a more, I would say, flexible stance. Now, on top of that, we know that the basis of our models is that we can provide a very strong subject consistency to the character and the assets itself. So this means that the references that you use for your video generation will be very consistent. It will come out always accurate and straight. Okay. So on top of that, we've got SaaS service, which out of the box product that you guys can easily utilize on vidu.com. Now moving on, we've also got the foundation layer whereby it's very straightforward. The base foundation layer, we have the same text to video, image and audio generators, and multimodal reference methodologies that we apply to our models, which ultimately gives you the capability to create stunning content for your usage.
Yeah, we
Right?
have a lot
Sure.
of content creators who are using GMI Cloud and use a lot of different video models. So I'm curious if you've seen some really interesting use cases from your creators on what they've made, particularly with Vido, that makes it really stand out.
Right. Sean, you want to answer that?
You can go ahead, Grayson. I can add
Cool,
on.
man. Cool. So far, what we've seen, especially coming out of China, being one of the most hyper growth, if you will, countries in the world today, when it comes to such content, right? Recently, we've seen a very interesting uptick in, what we call it explainer videos, and they are largely driven using AI. Explainer videos, in my explanation, basically is just a talking head talking about a content, for example. So they explain what's happening. They could be talking about a comic. They could be talking about an anime, for example. These explainer videos are a lot more interactive than just a bland talking head recorded in the back in the past, if you will. So we can provide such services to actually complement anybody who wants to trudge into such spaces as well. So we have seen a very large trough of customers coming to us, actually talking to us more about that. And even back in the past, we have a lot of customers talking to us about our anime-esque type of videos as well. So these are things that we see as a massive trend that's picking up a lot of steam. Of course, not to mention stuff like micro dramas. In fact, one-click ads is something that later we'll be talking a little bit about, and even one-click and music videos. So these are things that we feel from a social media space to a UGC perspective kind of a platform. We see a lot of pickups.
Okay, awesome. Can't wait to hear more.
Yeah, thanks, Yuki. All right, next one, Sean.
Sure.
So something about our ad agent. So this is like a, we look at it as a one-click ad agent. One thing we do pretty well is the fact that we can do multi-subject supporting, and we can do up to 7 distinct subjects with 21 image inputs. Now, this 21 image means that each distinct subject would actually have each of them would actually have 3 image inputs for you to actually create a very complex scene with characters and objects that looks more detailed and fine-tuned. On top of that, we've got anywhere between 15 to 60 seconds output so that you can create a very quick 30 seconds to 60 seconds ads for example, for your ad platform on a e-commerce platform. On top of that, we also could do like superior subject consistency due to the fact of the nature of the tool itself, the tools that we're providing itself. Again, in comparison to a lot of our so-called competitors out there, they are a lot more restrained and they're a lot more fixed out. And be rest assured, right? The fact of this tool is that we're still in the nascent part of the technology. We are continually seeking out better ways to improve our ad agents to make it even more robust. So that is also one of the approaches that we are doing. We are also trying to build our own white gloves whilst trying to fit your the glove to your hands. Let's put it this way. Sean?
Yeah, exactly. I want to add on a little bit on the output, like 15 to 16 seconds. Basically, you just need to use like one click and you can just input like the reference commercial ads if you want, right? Then you can just do like the texture, the vibe, right? Everything you want. And then basically one click, you can have like the output right there.
Right. So when you look at the Q3 ad model, right, fine-tuning upgrade for advertising is something that we can actually provide to you guys. As I mentioned earlier, and I wouldn't go too much into detail. For example, if you guys require dynamic camera work, it's something that we can provide. Intelligent planning, it's like, for example, the the storyboarding approach is also something what the agent can be able to adapt. And from a fine-tuning perspective, we are able to provide more specific planning to your requirements. So this is not restrictive. This basically means that we can provide these to you. On top of that, we've got we can help you maintain brand consistency, words, letters on, for example, bottles on your products. These are all capabilities that we can provide. Now, lastly, we can definitely have native audio and background music to be integrated directly to your ad to the ad model. Now, these all can be fine-tuned, worked into, even customized, if you will, so that the specific API that we provide to you at the end of the day would serve you very to the exact T to what you require. Sean, you want to run through this?
Sure, yeah, this page I'll handle to Starlin if your audio works right now.
Yes. You guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially we have a fine tune because we have been discussing fine tune a lot. And actually we do is very keen to make sure that commercial and also content could really leverage the potential of our capability, especially in terms of the AIGC. And then we now have this fine tune model tailor-made just for advertising. I know in advertising is such a big space and every brands or users may have their own way to generate advertisement. So right now I want to share a few showcase to inspire and also share the capability that we have. Scenario one is typically if you are into retail or if you're agency doing advertisement for your brands and what you have is just maybe 1 or 2 image because the product is like fast moving products just like this juice over there. And as a user what you need to do is just use our advertising model, give us an image and the description, and then the output is exactly what you will have going to see. And if you take a closer look, our AI, our model can understand your intent and understand, okay, now I'm going to make an advertising video. So I should move the camera and also do photographer tailor made on the advertising taste. because when we are showcasing a advertising, we're trying to sell some product. Definitely, the storytelling will be different than we are trying to do a drama, to do a cinema. So that's something like our model can understand the intent of campaign or showcasing a product. And this is a simple input when you just have one image. The next slide is about when you have more images. Like example, like remover, a makeup remover. Maybe you have more images which are posters from the retailer, from the brand, and then our model will understand how to use these images organically and make a storytelling. First, our model will try to understand, okay, this is a makeup remover. Definitely, I will showcase a person's doing removing the makeup on her face. And also because the prompt hint the model to showcase how moisture this product could be. So the video will also try to showcase the skin of the character after they use this remover. The skin is still very fresh and healthy. And actually, it has some audio, but it seems like the live streaming cannot play the audio from the video, but maybe we could share it afterwards.
Yeah, I think we can do you want to describe the audio and like what it can showcase? Because we do have folks who try to, I mean, I know for video ads, that's a big use case. You want to, if you can, put in the sound as well. But how does it know like what to pair with the sound?
Our model will smartly plan. Now we're going. Let the video explain. Could we play the video again, Sean?
There you go.
Maybe the next slide, we have videos that have people talking with sound. So you can have closer look.
AC feeling is so immediate. Sometimes what I want is something familiar, refreshing, and able to help me relax instantly.
Got it. And so that
So
sound
immediate.
is like coming from your own paired with each video. Do people have to specify if they want it with sound? And I assume that's within if they want to pair it with sound, enable sound or not.
Yes, exactly. So we have our model could generate videos with sound, with speech, and also with BGM. But if you don't want it, you can either instruct it if you're using the UI and just let the model know, do not do any speeching or BGM. I don't want it. Or if you're using our API, is even more flexible to disable those parameters, so you have the full flexibility over there. And also when we do the speeching, like we'll just know what is the good way and what's the good pace to add the sounds or add the speech. Like we will try to make sure that it feels like emotion, it feels real. So that was also our intent in making pairing sounds when we're doing advertising. The next slide is about a video to showcase a hotel, a lifestyle, and just look at how consistent the video can refer to the inputted image. The video will definitely learn about, the hotel look and what is the aesthetic and what's the style of the photography. Now, the videos. Video, please.
Cool. We actually have a question from one of our watchers on the live stream, and the question was, how long can you generate the videos and what's the max video length? Like how long can you make these scenes?
16 seconds.
Okay, cool. And within that, like how fine grained can people make it? Like 4 seconds plus 6 seconds, or like is it any range within a couple seconds to 16 seconds as the max?
Typically, if you want people to do some speech, I would recommend maybe like 8 to 12, like within 12 seconds, the speech is better. Because sometimes if the speech is too long, the model just don't know how to do it, even though it could be a 16. But if you do a video that is silent, when you mean silent, you have BGM, you have sound, like door opening, but no one speaking, the 16 seconds is still good enough.
Cool.
Yeah, and then that's the end of the advertising. And then we also want to use maybe just a few minutes to showcase some fun industry workflow that we developed. The first one is about live streaming. So we know that merchants and also corporates are trying to understand like what are we going to do with video generation, and actually we want to inspire you. The first use case that we see, especially quite popular recently in this year, is that people are using video into to add more entertainment and also personalized effect in live streaming. So Sean, dude, we want to go to the next slide, which if we play video, it's easier to explain the idea. The next slide, please, with demos. So I don't know if some of you may have watched live streaming platforms where two creators are doing, influencers doing, hosts are doing PK, or they are doing some speech. They want to have either collaboration or they want to do some event together. And then PK effects could add more entertainment into it, because these two hosts are definitely doing their job in a separate room, but with video we can refer to the appearance of the host today and add some entertainment over there. Like we have some PK effect which was generated by our video AI and add both on there. So if you look at the videos, maybe we could play one or two. If you are a live streaming platform, you can actually use video like this to add fun to the live streaming platform, so that these two hosts can look like they are really engaging with each other. And the next slide is about using AI video to showcase personalized gift effects. So imagine if you were a host, or if you were a super fans of the host, you might want to send out some premium gifts that have the host's appearances. It could be very costly and expensive if you are using the traditional CG effect to make premium gifts, but with video AI, it could be very cost effective. And then you could just tailor make how do you want the video look like, how do you want the taste to look like, and you could have it like instantly, maybe in 1 or 2 days. So this is something that we want to inspire you with what you can do with AI videos. The next use case is about using video to make some MV, especially in the state. I noticed we have a lot of creators and a lot of independent musicians. The idea of using AI to make MV video is about to drive the emotion and also express the feeling, express the song in a better way with visualization. And the next page is about the user journey, because I don't want to showcase a lot about selling point. I want to showcase the user journey, and so you will see how easy it is and how great the output could be.
And I do want to share that one of the questions we just got is how many nodules do you have on the app? So would love for you to point that out as you're showcasing it.
We are developing. We have at least, I think, dozens of them.
Cool. Yeah, I would love to see that in action, especially if you can show anything live.
I'd like to just add one point. I'm not so sure. Idum. Sorry. I'm just pronouncing the name. Pardon me if I've murdered it. Idum. How many modules do you have on the app? That's the question, right? But I want to just clarify. By modules, what do you mean by modules? And maybe this is how maybe I can we can help you answer the question much better. Yeah. What sort of modules are you talking about? Like agents, or are you talking about like the models itself? Is that correct?
Yeah, we'll see if it answers, and then if there's an answer and more clarification, I'll ask again.
Okay.
It's yeah, thank you, Item, who is one of our GMI Cloud ambassadors, for asking this question. Y'all, I will bring it up again if we get a more clarification. So Item, if you want to clarify what you were asking, I can ask it again. But yeah, please go on, Starling.
Thanks. Sean, should we go to the next page? I want to showcase the user journey so people can understand how could this use or bring value to their day-to-day life. So we have this idea of using AI to generate MV just through a few clicks. So imagine now you have a song and then you just feel like, I really want this song to express a feeling and I want to be the character into this MV. Or maybe this song is about campers, or maybe in my demo it's about cat. So it is a song about cat. As a user, you just need to upload maybe one image up to 7, depends on you, and then use this image, the character or the atmosphere or the room inside it to make a video. And the next step is that just upload the MP3 or the music, and then write a story or just upload the lyrics so we understand, okay, how do you want the MV to have? And then just wait for maybe 2-3 minutes and then you will get an MV. And also, once we generate our MV output, it's not the end of the MV, because sometimes model or AI, they will tell stories that you don't 100% like. And then once you have a full MV, maybe you have a 2-minute song, 5-minute song, you are perfectly happy with the entire output, but just not very happy with some shot. And then we provide you with an dashboard to easily edit just one or few shots. So the idea of this is to give you out of the box feature to use MV and just edit it where you want. And the video will tell us more about it than my speech. So let's jump to the last page about, we just play maybe 10 seconds about the MV and just look at the left. This is the only input that you need to upload. So in my case, I wrote a song about my cat, and also I upload one image because that's the visualization. I want to showcase a boy having a cat, and then the cat was there through his journey, and he gets older, the cat grows older as well, and then MP3 and also the style. These are all the inputs I gave the model, and just wait for like around 3 minutes, and then I got the entire MV. I did not edit it at all because I want to showcase how easy to edit a few shots it is. So let's see how it is of the entire output. The sound is...
You came home in a cardboard box on a rainy night in June. I was only 18 then, still afraid of growing up too soon. You stayed beside my restless days, through every changing home. Quiet as the evening light, making every place our own. Oh.
Yeah. So let's the output of it, and now let me show it on one screen real quick. Wait a minute.
Do you want me to stop sharing and you can share yours, Starlin?
Yes. Can you share my screen?
Right, just a quick point to Aidum. I finally saw his question. So he's asking whether if there are how many models or do we have on a web app. On our platform, we actually do have quite a few models specifically. We've got Vidu's models. That's our own foundational models that we've built ourselves. We've got Q2. We've got 2 versions of that, a Pro and the Turbo version, a Q3 and a Pro and the Turbo version as well. And on top of that, we've got a couple of image models, which I'm very certain some of us are very familiar with, like Images 2.0 from OpenAI, and of course Google's Nano 2 and Nano Pro. So right about there, almost close to 10. I'd say about close to 10 or maybe like 8 thereabouts. Yeah, I hope that answers it.
Great. Can I go ahead?
Sure.
I just want to showcase these features real quick. So you were seeing the output, that's just one click, and then I have the entire video. But what if I'm not 100% satisfied, maybe 2-3 seconds, then I could edit it very easily. So I will know exactly the timeline. Sorry about the Chinese, because my first language is Chinese, and so there is a Chinese in it. And so maybe I found a shot that's between this timeline. I'm not entirely satisfied with it, I could just one click and edit it. So I could give it a prompt and regenerate a scene. So after I regenerate a scene, I could redo the video again. So imagine you are a creator, you're a musician, you want to have a really, really great output of MV. You want to have the consistency, the style consistency and everything. You can just use this one click and also use this seamless to edit it at each shop that, or maybe any shop that you want. It could make sure that you can have a reliable and good quality MV with the least of effort. So I hope this could inspire you guys with something. And that's the end of the MV showcase. You see if you have any question, and I will hand it back to Sean.
Feel free to ask any question if you have some. And
Oh, hey, I think there's one question that we missed earlier from Ron. Ron asked, Starling, maybe you can help me answer this because I'm not so sure as well. Can we do, how do we do it live on the live stream for some of the effects that you showed earlier?
Yeah, definitely you would need two things. First, you will, if you are live streaming platform, then you need to give us an image, maybe a screenshot of the what is happening in the scene. Maybe when it's doing a PK or it's time to do a gift. PK is more real time, especially. Then you need to give us an image. Then we'll generate the PK effect for you, and then we'll interact you with API. So the first thing you will need is to interact with our services through API. The second thing is about more technical about the your live streaming architecture, because what you're going to do is, as a live streaming platform, you definitely on your screens are the host's screens and the user's audience screen, and now video is feeding you with that video. The PK video, and then you need to let your tech team to combine these images together or these videos together, make sure the hosts are still there, or just use the new video to cover the entire screen because it's a PK effect. So you definitely need a little bit that work to combine videos together, or just add the video into the live streaming layers on top of it. I hope that makes sense.
perfect, Starlin. And I'll highlight our contact info here, Sean and Grayson at video.com. If you have any question or you have like any testing credit needs, just reach out to us, right? If you just want to call the API, reach out to GMI. We have our Q3 series just online.
All right. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. I'm assuming there are no more questions for the time being. Yuki?
Hi, yes. I do believe I'm sharing my screen, or at least one window, to show it in the console. So let's see if we can show it. Okay, great. So for those of you who are interested in seeing this on GMI Cloud's console, so the way you can get to it is from our console, go to Model Hub, and then you can search up Vdoo. And we have all of the Vdoo models here, including, you can hit try it to see it. You can use it, put in the prompt, your duration, audio toggle. So as she was mentioning earlier, this is how you can choose whether or not the video comes with sound or not, as well as you can get the documentation. So within the model details, it gives you all of the information of how you can call it. So you can actually do a full pipeline of hitting the requests to put together and generate these videos programmatically. Now you can try it now, and to switch back to what it looks like if you just want to do one request at a time, like perfect your prompt. And this is for each model. So again, if you want to go back to the model hub and just find the right model for yourself. And I know we have a couple of different models here. Text to T to V means text to video. And then you've got Q3 that was mentioned. The second thing I want to show you is this is the studio workflow. And the studio workflow lets you do this without having to be a developer. And so you can create and choose this. You can select the same models within these different categories. And that's how you can also put together your own workflow of different nodes to start with, to put together your own videos. And those once they get generated, you can find it in storage. So those are the two ways that you can interact with Voodoo on GMI Cloud. Okay, so thanks so much for everyone who came for today's live stream. We're really excited to keep showing you cool things that you can do with video generation. And if you're doing anything with Voodoo, please tag both GMI Cloud and Voodoo. We want to see what you're making. And then if you're interested, reach out and we'll give you credits to start with, and just mention that you were here with the live stream, or show us your Discord username if you are on the GMI Cloud Discord. You can reach out to us there, or anywhere else that we are active. And just want to say thank you again to our partners. Thanks so much, Sean and Starling and Grayson, for showing us all the cool things that you can do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
All right, thanks. See you all next time.
See ya.
Cheers.